Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Crazy Man 1245 here, and we're going to be starting Castlevania Era of Sorrow. As you see, I've got no save data here. Actually, I was playing this game earlier, and I just couldn't get to a save point. And as you see, I was originally going to name myself Camo, but then I decided to do this. Name myself Demon instead of one of my other characters' names. And I'm not going through the intro like I did with the last Castlevania game because this took too long. Seriously, this one video would just be nothing but the intro. But yeah, as you see, you're playing Soma Cruz. I don't know if I said that right. And somehow Castle Dracula made it to Japan. For some odd reason. I don't understand. I didn't understand it, but oh yeah. Well, as you see, we got an ability, which is through the ability to throw spears, and somehow I think this is what I understand is if you kill a certain number of creatures, you can actually gain their soul, certain abilities, and all that. As you see, I'm practicing the moves, and I'm killing that dude off. And this is the castle corridor. Now, with the weapon you have right now, it takes too long to kill these guys off. So, either I'd suggest getting a better weapon or using your spear technique. Unlike me, though, I didn't do it. Also, in part 2, you're going to see me start off in a different area, because there was a certain thing I got, which I'll explain later. And there was something I couldn't do, and I was like trying to figure out how to do it. And as you see, I sit there and killed off a zombie with a spear. Unlike in the other Castlevania games, you can actually learn all the enemies' names in this game, unlike the others. And as you see, I equipped the short sword. The knife ain't really that good to me. I just don't like using it. Yeah, it doesn't help out a lot. And plus, it kills things much faster here in the first part of the game. As you see, now I have the ability to dash backwards. Right here is the save room, but unfortunately I didn't know how to activate this thing. I was like, what's this thing here for? Well, that's just kind of odd for an empty room to be here. Let's sit there and try to find a breakable wall. Also, I'm sorry for sounding like not that interested in canola, but it was just like where I woken up and I decided to go ahead and get it done with because it took too long to actually sit there and record for it the first time. As you see there, I actually looked at my inventory and I was wondering why I had a cloth tunic, and I don't know why. So I took it and the cape and I added together so I can have a higher defense. And these right here are the skeletons. A regular enemy in most Castlevania games. Yeah, I might not played all the Castlevania games, but I know a couple of them. I know Symphony of the Night, and I know, well, the one I'm playing right now, this, and Harmony of Desolence, and the original Castlevania. I know there's another one called Circle of the Moon, but I don't have it yet. So that's the reason why you ain't gonna. That's the reason why I ain't recording for it yet, because I don't have it yet. Sorry about that. That boss door leads to a hard boss, and I can kill it, though. It just took me a while the first time, and that's the reason why I couldn't continue my game from last time, was because I died and I couldn't actually... And I thought right here the wall was breakable, because, when I hit that skeleton up against it, I thought the wall was already breaking. As you see here, I'm collecting hearts for no reason because I have no sub-weapon. I don't think you can actually get sub-weapons in this game. And this is the creaking skull. If you want to do this like the hard way, then just keep on going up to it and smacking it with your short sword or whatever you're using first. As you see, he's he's just like a normal first boss. He's not got that much, got that much. He can shoot fireballs and just throw that big bone at you. And it'll also hurt you if you run into him. As you see, I just killed him right here. I go, yeah! Finally killed that thing. And then there goes up my health and my mana, and I'm like, yeah, fast tapping that ground real fast. And here I picked up the castle map 1, and then this is where I thought, no, yeah, this is where I turned around and I was like, let me try something. I was like, ah, god dang it. Like, I can't believe it, man. I was here at a safe state, and I didn't even know it. And I'm gonna kill 2 bats in 1 hit. Yeah. And here's another enemy that was, well, not only the bats, but this guy. He was in Harmony of Desolence, the Peeping Eye. It took me a while to kill him. I didn't know why it took me that long. There is a thing down there. There is a breakable wall down there. I was actually looking at my map. But there is a breakable wall down there, but I just didn't get it yet. And as you see, I don't have double jump. In my Harmony of Desolence thing, since I have another save file, it's easy for me to actually find everything and then just go through it again with the other save data. And there's skull archers. Here's the blue crows. And okay, I'm making sure my thing was going right. Yeah, the reason why I took the canola and the this part to come up so late was because one, I didn't have the one, I fell asleep last night and I couldn't wake back up, and I just gotten too sleepy to finish up my commentary. I failed jumping. I thought I could make it, but I didn't. As you see here, I'm going back down to the that one spot I was at just earlier. And there's that thing. Okay, I'm not even going to pronounce that name. Forget it. I totally missed those bats. I was like, yeah, bats. Yeah, I just called the Hell Dragon. And right here, when I threw the spear, I didn't know this was back here. I didn't know what the mind up thing did, but now I know what it does. It recovers some of your mana, so you can use like your spells and stuff, or use the spear. The best soul move I have right now is actually the throwing spears thing. It's actually better than another one I got, which was from the bats, and it's a supersonic like a supersonic wave. I don't know what it is. I've got to reread it whenever I continue with this. Now, this took me a while to actually learn. I was actually wondering what in the world that was. It said flying armor. It's basically what it does if you equipped it onto your soul set, which you have in this game. What it does, it actually makes, like, it lets you glide. The best explanation I can actually say. Unfortunately, I didn't know what it did, so I couldn't equip it. So I was like, I don't know what this thing is. Maybe I already have it on me, or what I thought was. But it slows down your speed. It slows down your falling down time. But really, it's just a glide. That's all it is. It's gliding. And yeah. But in part 2, you're gonna see me in a different area, cause I had to actually go back, and I was actually trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, and I thought I was stuck until I actually did it. And as you see, I leveled up again. In my other game, I actually ran across this thing that was so funny as heck. In Harmony of Desolence, it was so funny, but I'll talk about it if I ever find it again. I doubt it. I will though, because I'll probably forget about it. And I was actually looking to see what that thing dropped, but it didn't do anything. So yeah, when I jump back up here, I'm actually wondering what I'm supposed to do. But next part, I'm actually gonna be across this gap, and already a little bit ways into the castle. So yeah, you're just gonna basically see me fail for a couple of minutes here. So when I come back in part 2 of Era of Sorrows, we'll be continuing on within the castle. So until part 2, this is Crazy Man 1245.